Hey guys, Andrew here. Oh, my phone's dying. I lost my charger last night. Maybe I can just charge it through electrical currents wirelessly. Because this is stuff that's going on now, guys. Technology created by Disney Research have developed a method to wirelessly charge your phone by just standing in a room. Quasi-static cavity resonance, or QSCR, works by inducing electrical currents inside a room where the walls, floors, and ceilings have been metallicized. The currents permeate the room with magnetic fields, enabling power to be transmitted to a device receiving coils operating at the same resonant frequency. They were able to safely transmit 1.9 kilowatts of power to a receiver at 90% efficiency. That's equivalent to charging 320 phones at once. As much as wireless charging sounds appealing, concerns about the health risks of electromagnetic fields abound. During their simulations, researchers tracked specific absorption rate, which measures how much power is absorbed by biological tissue, and ensured that the value stayed at or below an established threshold. Besides making our day-to-day lives easier, QSCR could accelerate the progress of electronic devices by using these currents to reduce our dependence on batteries. Speaking of currents, cyberspies were able to attack the US power grid. Security titan Symantec revealed last week that a hacker group has demonstrated the ability to interfere with the power grid in Europe and North America. Hacker group Dragonfly 2.0, who's been popping in and out of existence since 2011, is getting the credit. Dragonfly used malicious emails sent to energy sector employees to get their foot in the door, and then used more sophisticated methods to control the power grid. While most common security breaches involve stolen credit card and personal information, these hackers could have potentially shut off power during an act of warfare, or just taken control of a nuclear facility. This scenario should hopefully raise awareness of how much damage can be done using credentials stolen through a simple email invitation to a New Year's Eve party. Ever notice if you take the Y off of years, it would be New Ear's Eve? Well, scientists are now growing new ears using apples. Award-winning professor Andrew Pelling spent years on biohacking and originally found a way to grow human cells in plants. Pelling, from the Canada Research Chairs program at the University of Ottawa, next took a totally innocent Macintosh apple, removed all the apple cells and DNA, and then implanted human cells. The cells filled the holes in the apple and promoted growth. He was quoted, "As weird as this is, it's actually really reminiscent of how our own tissues are organized." He's currently working to create neurons, axons, and blood vessels from an asparagus. Pelling admitted his lab isn't the only one to work on these types of projects. However, he hopes that by bringing attention to this new technology, other bioengineers could look to more affordable alternatives to expensive, high-tech solutions. Come up with a solution for this problem and win $1 million prize. Researchers from the University of St. Andrews have concluded that any programmer that could make a computer solve the famous Queen's puzzle would change the entire IT industry, as well as bag the $1 million prize offered by the Clay Mathematics Institute in America. The Queen's puzzle is a very simple conundrum. Can you place 8 queens on a chessboard in such a way that no 2 queens can attack each other? So no queen can share the same row, column, or diagonal. It was first devised in 1850 and any human with a bit of patience can solve it. So what's the catch? Computers go through all potential options, and the more options you have, the more it takes computers to work the solution out. According to the paper in the Journal of Artificial Intelligence, after the chessboard becomes larger than 1000 by 1000, the computers can't cope anymore. Lead author Professor Ian Gent said in a statement, "If you could write a computer program that could solve the problem really fast, you could adapt it to solve many of the most important problems that affect us daily." So all you scientists and programming buffs out there, get coding. I'm going to leave you with exoskeletons just walking around the shop. And as always, thanks for watching.